what is NASA looking for on the deep sea floor? What secrets lie 10 kilometers below the sea surface that NASA is so eager to uncover? Very few people know that just off the coast of Florida, at a depth of 20 meters, lies the world's only underwater lab, the Aquarius Reef Base. Every year, 5 to 6 NASA researchers and astronauts spend several weeks here for a special project called NEMO, NASA Extreme Environment Mission Operations. These NASA scientists, specifically called aquanauts, live and work underwater to prepare for space missions. NASA also operates an autonomous underwater vehicle called Orpheus, which dives as deep as 10 kilometers to conduct research. But why is a space agency like NASA interested in exploring the ocean depths? After all, the United States already has a dedicated organization for ocean research, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. So, has NASA discovered evidence of alien life under the sea, or sensed an impending catastrophe on Earth? As the famous geophysicist Edward Bullard once said, 2/3 of the Earth is covered with ocean water. Yet even today we know more about the maps and atmosphere of the Moon and Mars than we do about our own oceans. Reaching the sea floor and conducting research there is incredibly challenging. In today's world, NASA is indeed planning an ambitious and challenging mission. You see, out of all the species of animals living in water, 90% of all organisms inhabit the sunlight zone. Do you know why this is? Why is such a small part of the vast ocean the most populated? The primary reason is that, as you go deeper into the water, the pressure increases significantly. With every 10 meters of depth, the water pressure rises by 1 atmosphere. The same pressure our bodies typically experience on land, in Earth's atmosphere. Do you remember the story of the Titan submersible? That submarine was 3.5 kilometers below sea level when it was deployed, and the people inside were vaporized within milliseconds. They likely didn't feel any pain, as the brain takes at least 25 milliseconds to register pain. Before they could sense anything, everything was destroyed in an instant. Yet, NASA is preparing to go 3 times deeper than the depth reached by Titan because it's planning a large-scale mission to search for alien life within our solar system. This mission targets a specific location where signs of extraterrestrial life have been detected. Now, what is this mission, and where exactly is NASA going to search for aliens? We'll get to that shortly, but first, let's understand how this alien mission is connected to the Earth's deep seas. Well, you know that life on Earth began in the deep sea, a fact that holds great significance for NASA. According to NASA scientists, there are 3 basic criteria by which life, similar to ours, can emerge in any environment: water, energy, and chemistry. No matter how much we evolve and become intelligent beings, ultimately, we are all made from non-living atoms, and the same natural laws and forces apply to us all. Certain elements, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, and others, are absolutely essential for life to form. When these elements combine in specific ways, their interactions, which we call chemistry, give rise to life. In Earth's early days, these elements also needed water and energy to combine in the particular ways that led to life. This environment wasn't available on the surface, but it was present in the oceans. You might wonder, though, where energy in the deep ocean came from, given that sunlight doesn't reach the ocean's dark depths, and every living being on Earth is thought to depend primarily on the sun for energy. However, it's a common misconception that we can't live without sunlight. The truth is, we can't live without energy. And sunlight is just one of many energy sources. Life on Earth did not begin with sunlight, which is why NASA is interested in a unique zone deep in the ocean where life is believed to have first emerged, the Hadal Zone. So, what is this Hadal Zone, and how is science using it to unravel the mystery of life's origins? Why have scientists suddenly become interested in the Hadal Zone? The Hadal Zone is the deepest part of the ocean, extending down to the seafloor. In some places, it reaches depths of up to 11 kilometers and is characterized by dangerous terrain. Here, we find hydrothermal vents. These vents, which are essentially underwater volcanoes, release boiling water mixed with minerals and lava steam when they erupt. They resemble underwater geysers or hot springs. The water from these vents can reach temperatures of about 400 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt solid metals. This energy doesn't come from the sun, but from Earth's hot core. It was this geothermal energy that likely sparked the first forms of life on Earth. Thanks to this energy, complex biomolecules like proteins, lipids, and RNA were formed, leading to the emergence of unicellular bacteria and viruses. Over millions of years, through mutation and evolution, These organisms eventually gave rise to multicellular plants and animal species. This is how life on Earth began. Inspired by this, NASA is now looking for similar conditions on other planets to find extraterrestrial life. So, which celestial body might have similar conditions? Mercury is too close to the Sun, and Venus has a very acidic atmosphere. Mars has been studied extensively, but so far, no liquid water has been found there. And the planets after that are all gas giants, with no water or even land. Well, you're right, they are gas giants, but their moons are solid, right? One of the best candidates for further exploration is Europa, Jupiter's fourth largest moon. According to NASA, Europa harbors a saltwater ocean similar to Earth's beneath its icy surface. The Voyager missions in 1979 and the Galileo mission launched in 1989 captured close-up images of Europa and analyzed its spectroscopic data, revealing that, although Europa's surface is completely covered with solid ice, Jupiter's strong gravity causes Europa's surface to stretch and compress, a phenomenon known as tidal flexing. Due to this constant push and pull, Europa's core is geologically active, generating significant geothermal energy. This energy keeps the water beneath the surface in a liquid state, with Europa's magnetic field providing further evidence of these saltwater oceans existing globally. Remarkably, scientists have estimated that Europa's oceans contain twice as much water as Earth's. Like Earth, Europa has geothermal activity in its core, and the composition of its oceans is similar, raising the likelihood of hydrothermal vents. Moreover, a separate study suggests that essential elements supporting the biochemistry of life, such as carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and sulfur, are present in Europa's environment and surface composition. For these reasons, NASA is preparing to send a space probe to explore Europa further. Do not consider this a normal mission. It is a grand, inspiring endeavor for all space agencies. On this journey, you will have to navigate the strong gravitational pull of massive gas giants, the gravitational interference from hundreds of their moons, and the asteroid belt with millions of space objects exerting their own gravitational influence. Additionally, you must account for the Sun's gravity and solar winds. This is going to be an incredibly complex mission. Let me give you a glimpse of it. The first phase of the Europa mission is the launch of the Europa Clipper satellite. The expected timeline is as follows. Europa Clipper is set to launch from Earth in October 2024. After reaching Mars, it will use a slingshot maneuver to redirect back towards Earth. Then, after using Earth's gravity to gain additional speed, it will head towards Jupiter, where it will perform another gravity assist to eventually reach Europa. This is just the beginning. Scientists have calculated a journey of about 7 years to get from Earth to Europa. Imagine the precision required to calculate the present and future positions of each planet and space body over the entire journey, and to determine the exact launch angle needed to reach Europa successfully. NASA has meticulously calculated the mission's trajectory and timing because both the planet and the Moon are moving in their own orbits. Using these calculations and predictions, NASA has programmed its mission to determine the exact direction and timing for each stage. The Europa Clipper's entry into Europa's orbit is even more dramatic. Upon reaching Jupiter, the satellite will perform multiple flybys of Jupiter's largest moons, known as the Galilean moons, to ultimately enter Europa's orbit. Once its journey concludes in 2031, the probe will begin studying Europa's surface and environment, transmitting data back to Earth on gravity, temperature, atmospheric conditions, and more. And after that, the mission will feel like something out of a sci-fi movie. Shortly after reaching Europa, cryobots, robots designed to penetrate ice, will be deployed to examine the Moon's surface in detail. Current estimates suggest that Europa has a layer of ice between 2 and 20 kilometers thick, which the probe will need to penetrate to reach the ocean below, a process that may take years. Using nuclear power, the cryobot will melt its way through the ice, reaching the ocean depths. It will carry 48 microbots, which will be released to swim through the ocean and search for signs of life. Sounds like sci-fi, doesn't it? Imagine if we actually find alien life. So, what would be the biological implications? Just imagine how it would feel to finally know we're not alone in the universe. It's a profound and exhilarating thought. In your opinion, what are the chances of finding life in the deep waters of Europa? What are the odds that a mission there could uncover alien life? Think about it. Today, numerous space agencies around the world have been searching for signs of alien life for centuries. Europa is relatively close to us. Today, with instruments like the Kepler Space Telescope, Hubble, and the James Webb Space Telescope, We can search for evidence of life even millions of light years away. Yet, despite all these advancements, we have not found any definitive proof of alien life. We also try to study the origins of life by examining how life evolved on Earth. But for life to emerge, some other self-replicating molecule, possibly similar to DNA, might be required. There could be many other unknown pathways to life that we don't yet understand. Our search for extraterrestrial life is still largely based on an Earth model of life, which may be exceedingly rare. We might even be barking up the wrong tree. But even with this knowledge, the world's best scientists have come together, setting aside nationality, race, caste, religion, self-doubt, and everything else, working shoulder to shoulder to turn even a 1% chance into success. This is the beauty of humanity at its very core, that has made us the most advanced civilization on Earth. It's our pure curiosity, and we understand that even if we fail, such incredible missions push human potential to its limits. Humanity indeed has remarkable potential. However, bringing out the best potential is no easy task. Curiosity-driven revolutionary missions give us a sense of purpose, a meaning that propels us forward in advancing our civilization. History bears witness to the fact that whenever such a mission arises, the science and technology developed for it contribute significantly to empowering all domains of human civilization. So, let curiosity be the ultimate driver of your life, for there is always so much to learn, so much to explore, and so much room to grow.